check, 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 check. Is this thing on? No, I'm kidding, but it's been a very long time since I've done a video. It's just been a very interesting year. Derogatory. It's been a mental health battlefield for many, many reasons, and I just have not been in the mood to film. So sorry about that, but we're back, and today I'm here with my Q1 reading wrap-up spreads. Also, sorry about the paint. This is from a Heated Rivalry painting that I did, and I just have not had energy to change my background. So that's a later Tomy problem. So sorry about that. But I'm going to be doing my Q1 wrap-up spreads. And I'm also going to do a flip through of my reading journal because I was going to do a setup video, but then I ended up just setting it up like while I was working between calls. If you watched my 2026 planner journal setup video a couple months ago, then you'll have seen this. But if not, this is a papier journal. Those are my favorite journals by far. They have the cutest designs and they're really nice quality. So, I also am in the process of bedazzling this. I'm just waiting for some of the gold rhinestones to come in because I need some teeny tiny ones for those spots. So I'm going to work on that this week. I think it's going to be super cute. But yeah, so you'll see that on Instagram and then in my Q2 video once that's done. So that's that. I've got all of my stickers here. I'm very organized and prepared for this video for once. I'm sure I forgot something me style, but I think I've got everything. So I will do a quick flip through. So this is my cover page or whatever. And I don't have a ton of razzle dazzle. I might add some here, might add some more here, but we're just going to kind of play things by ear. But I think this turned out super cute. And then these are all of my stats. Let me move this because I feel like that glare is probably annoying. But okay, so these are my stats pages. So we've got all the monthly stats and then the yearly wrapped stats. And then these are the 9 books that I want to prioritize reading in 2026. It is currently March 11th. And have I read a single one of these? No, but we're working on that. But I decided to just do this striped blue paper. If you watched my 2025 reading journal setup, that was intense. We went a lot less intense this year. So I just did sticker backgrounds for everything just to make it cute and easy. So I picked this because I thought that it would look really pretty with these specific books because there's a lot of blue going on here. These book stickers are from Planna Hannah. You can use Domi15 to save and get my freebie with her. And then I think all of the sticker backgrounds are from SPC. So that's that. This is going to be my book tracker. We've got a little croissant, of course. Nobody come for me for the way I say croissant. That is on being French American and going to a full French immersion school. So don't come for me. But I think the book tracker with the keyboard keys is super cute. Then we've got the little bit of razzle dazzle up at the top as well. And then this is my Hall of Fame page. I'm a little worried though because I think 4 of the 6 books I read in Q1 were 5 stars. So I might run out of room. But I used the little balloon letters in gold. I thought the cork would be fun. So it would be they were pinned up. So yeah, this is going to be for my 5 and 6 star reads. And then, okay, I don't know what I was doing with this page. I don't know why I did this, These letters and like these little twinkles are all from Fairy Dust Decals. Big fan of their shop. They're all like vinyl sparkly stickers. And I get a lot of their like twinkly bits and star stickers and that kind of thing from there. That's where these little flowers are from as well. So yeah, I kind of did the same vibe last year with like the disco ball, and then I've got my little key down here. And then I've got my rainbow challenge, which I think is super fun. So yeah, that is everything. Oh, that's not everything. I'm lying to you. I've got my ABC challenge as well. So yeah, so we've got the like letter and then the corresponding bookshelf where I will put all of the books. So yeah, that is my setup. I think it turned out super cute. I'm going to leave a couple blank pages in case I want to add a book log or in case I run out of space on my Hall of Fame spread and need to add more. So I'm going to start on this page, and I'm going to do quarterly videos rather than monthly because I'm going to be honest, y'all know I have 1,001 hobbies. I have too many hobbies to read like a million books a month. So I feel like quarterly is a good option. So I read 6 books, and you know, I know some people read that in a month. I know some people read more than that in a month, but I'm a slow reader and I'm proud of myself. And I think if you read even one book, then that's more than most people are reading. And I think the world would be a much different place if more people read. And that's all I'm going to say on that. So the way I'm going to set this up is I'm going to do my like winter bingo here. We're just going to do some like deco here. And then I'm going to do my like stats, my ratings, and then my featured books. Okay, so I'm just going to pull out all of my stuff here for the base. And I'm doing the Heartbreaker art. I felt like that was pretty fun. So let me grab all of my papers here.
I want you all the time. I want you every night. I want you every day. I want those words you say. Yeah, I want you here, there, and everywhere. I want you now, then, and anywhere. I want your love, pain, and all your fears. I want you, I want you. Remember pouring rain, back on the very first day. I said I'm glad you came. You said I'm glad you stayed. Yeah, I want you here, there, and everywhere.
Cool, so those are down, and I'm going to do the winter bingo first. And let's see here. Okay, I feel like that could be kind of cute, or the scallops. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let me grab my scissors here. Okay, so we're gonna pop this off. I feel like this is gonna get dicey here. This is low-key stressful, I'm not gonna lie. Is that crooked as hell? Oh, no, that actually turned out pretty good. Okay. Let's cut her off. Oh no. Okay, there we go. And then let's go ahead and plop her in here. And then I'm gonna do this up here. And then I'm gonna pop the winter bingo right on top of that. And then, okay, I feel like this is a little too long, so let's see if I can rip that a little more here. And then on this side as well. It's so hard to do anything sticker-wise with nails, but also I hate the way my hands look without nails, and I don't want that on the internet. So, yeah, okay, I think that looks better. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hold off on deco on this page for now, just because I kind of want to see how much I have left after everything is all said and done. Okay, also I decided I'm gonna hold off on this page until after I do these two pages. So I thought it would be super cute to use like a guest check for my like stats and stuff. So definitely gonna pop that in there. That might be too angled, but that's okay. I'm committed now. So I'll pop that in there, and then I thought it would be cute to layer this over that. It'll kind of go onto the other page, but that's okay. Okay, cool. Okay, let's pop this corner down here, and then we'll pop that person there. That's super cute. This is looking cute so far. Maybe I want to do another corner. Yeah, I think that's cute. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this up here. And then I've got these silver balloon letters that I'm going to pop stats up here with. Off to a great start.
No, I don't have cable, but I'm willing and able to watch what's on your mind. I find I waste my time the best when I lose control of the remote, staring steady at the channels, giving up on intuition. I'm obsessed with television, it's true. Yeah, you know they're coming. When I disappear, you think I'm running. So let me be clear, you know I love it, when you're online.
This might be fugly, but if it is, again, we're just gonna look past that. So with the same bubble letters, I'm just gonna go in and put reeds in over here.
So now we're going to your bedroom. Don't you think we're moving too soon? I love to hear you when you complain about your best friend, how she's so late. And as you're talking, I'll start thinking.
So these are the 6 books that I read this quarter. So we've got Heated Rivalry, Time to Shine, Sweat, The Favorites, A Psalm for the Wild Built, and Perfection. So I read Heated Rivalry first. I think I'm just gonna pop these in here and hope for the best. But yeah, I read Heated Rivalry first. Is there enough room? Okay. Let's move that over just a touch. Okay. And then I read Sweat by Nadine Babha, who was Elena in Heated Rivalry. She wrote a poetry book. and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. I would absolutely follow her into battle. I'm obsessed with her. But yeah, it was so good. If you need some like big sis perspective on life, definitely check it out. Now, Time to Shine was my favorite book of the quarter. I loved it so much. It was so good. Dare I say, I like it better than Heated Rivalry. No One Come For Me. I would just absolutely die for Casey and Landon, and they're just so freaking cute together. I was kicking my feet, giggling the entire book. And the ADHD representation is a 10 out of 10, no notes. I've never seen better ADHD representation. Oh, I also read The Favorites by Lane Fargo. That was an easy 5 stars as well. I read Perfection by Vincenzo Latronico. That was not for me. It's not a horror story, but like if you're a millennial, it is a horror story. So read that at your own risk. I gave it a solid like 2.5 stars, I think. So yeah, Heated Rivalry was, of course, 5 stars. Easy, no question. I can't remember if I already said it just because I've been D1 yapping away, but the books are from Plannahannah, and then these stars are also from Plannahannah, and they are in the Silver Waves foil. And again, if you feel so inclined and are a sticker girly pop as well, you can use Domi 15 to save with her. And then all of the like Heartbreaker stuff is from SPC. Can't remember if I said that either. Also, A Psalm for the Wild Built. That was a cozy little sci-fi, really, really cute. I gave that 4 stars. That was just like a warm hug. For my winter bingo, I needed a cozy book, and it was getting toward the end of the month, so I needed a cozy short book, and that one came up time and time again on Reddit. So sorry, I got distracted with soccer talk in my group chat with Ashley and Laurel, so my bad, but I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, I gave A Psalm for the Wild Built 4 stars. It was just really cute. I feel like it's a series. I don't really know. I didn't really look that into it. But if it is, then it's one that I will definitely continue because it was just, it was so good. And it really was cozy. Like, people on Reddit were not being dramatic when they said it was cozy. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point in this video. At this point, it's just nonsensical babbling, but I just feel like everyone needs to read Time to Shine because it was just so good. It was so good. They're so cute together. It actually disgusts me how cute it is. And it was just so refreshing. Like, in a hockey world, for their teammates to just not give a fucking shit that they were gay and bi. And I love that for them. And I wish that were the reality, but people fucking suck, so it's not. But yeah, it was just really refreshing and it was so cute. Take a shot every time I say it was so cute. But like, you guys don't understand. It was so cute. The cutest thing I've ever read. I'm back. I had to let my camera cool down for a minute. But while I was gone, I just added some more deco and then some of the twinkle bits for a little razzle dazzle. I'm going to come back and do deco on this page in a minute here, but I'm going to go ahead and do my winter bingo. And just because I don't want to like color in this, I'm just going to use the little stars to mark off which ones I did. And when I do these bingos, I'm kind of doing it as more like inspiration or like a TBR. I don't necessarily want to like fill out the whole thing. I know I got a couple bingos, but I didn't fill the whole thing out, but that's okay. So of course, I'm going to pop in with the free space first. And then nonfiction, we've got sweats. For the novella or short read, we've got perfection. And then blue or silver cover, we're going to give that to Heated Rivalry. And cozy book, of course, that's going to go to Psalm for the Wild Built. Is that what it's called? Yeah, a Psalm for the Wild Built. And set during winter, we've got Time to Shine. Once again, literal cutest thing I've ever read. Okay, that is everything. So, not half bad. Okay, we're back, and I'm just gonna pop some deco bits on this page as well. And then I need another kind of horizontally bit, maybe like that. Does that look stupid? Probably. It's okay. It's not that serious. It's just sticky paper. Okay, so we're gonna cut that excess off. That's fine, right? It's fine. Okay, and then I'm going to, let's see here, pop on over here, and I need this girl and this girl. Maybe kind of do something like that, but then I need to do my like quarter one here, so I need to leave space for that. Okay, let's go ahead and pop them in here. Okay, so we'll pop her up there, super cute, and then we'll pop her down here, and there'll be a little bit of excess to cut off later, but that's okay. So do I have enough room to write quarter one is the question. Well, I guess it's not writing, but you know what I mean. All right. Wish me luck.
No, I don't have cable, but I'm willing and able to watch what's on your mind. I find I waste my time the best when I lose control of the remote, staring steady at the channels, giving up on intuition. I'm obsessed with television, it's true. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Perfect fit. So now I can go in with some more deco bits. So I've got the phone, which, or do I want to put that over here? And yeah, since I didn't get a pastel cover, I'm okay covering that up. All right, so we'll plop that in there. And then, okay, yeah, I'm good with that.
I want you all the time. I want you every night. I want you every day. I want those words you say. Yeah. I want you here, there, and everywhere. I want you now and anywhere. I
think that's gonna do it for the deco, and then I'm gonna go in and add a couple twinkles here and there.
Baby shampoo and come and save me. I've been missing lady luck ever since she started hating. I've been waking up too early. I miss our crazy hazes in the middle of the night. Watch the stars from different places, and the phases we call love won't ever start to change. But do you ever wake up feeling like everything is strange? We should buy a one-way ticket.
So I think that's going to do it for the twinkles, and then I'm going to go ahead and trim everything up, and then we can move on to my feature pages. I forgot the twinkles on this page, so I just added those really quickly, and now we can move on to my feature pages, which I'm so excited about. I am going to be featuring Heated Rivalry and the favorites. My feature pages, I'm doing Heated Rivalry and the favorites. I really wanted to feature Time to Shine, of course, as well, but there's just not Time to Shine fan art out there, so that's kind of a bummer. So we're highlighting it in my heart, okay? No, but since Heated Rivalry is hockey, of course, and the favorites is ice skating, I thought the confetti silver foil from Hannah would be super fun because it looks like an ice rink. So yeah, let's hop into what I've got here. So actually, low-key, it was kind of hard to find Heated Rivalry fan art too, because now that the show is out, like all of the art is Connor and Hudson, and I didn't necessarily want my book spread to be Connor and Hudson because I want to save that for my show spread, I guess. So it was kind of hard to find good fan art out there that was book inspired and not show inspired. But these are all images that I just got from Pinterest, and I did like the 4 photo sheet from Hannah. Okay, so we'll just pop all of that in there. And then the book in the center. I also have the Hockey Love version 1 and version 2 from SPC. And then I also have the Shapes deco from Hannah in the Shattered Blue, which I thought was kind of fun. So I may pop some of that in there, but I'm definitely going to be using this deco. So do I want to put the book in first or the deco? Yeah, let's maybe do deco and then book.
No, I don't have cable, but I'm willing and able to watch what's on your mind. I find I waste my time the best when I lose control of the remote, staring steady at the channels, giving up on intuition. I'm obsessed with television, it's true. Yeah, you know they're coming. When I disappear, you think I'm running. So let me be clear, you know I love it
All right, that's low-key unhinged, but let's make it a little more unhinged, just for shits and gigs. So I'm going to go in with some of these deco bits now, just to round out the spread. That's that. And this is so funny because I don't have nearly as much deco for the favorites as I do for Heated Rivalry, so it might look kind of silly together, but Yeah, it's a lot, but I think it's really fun. Is it fun or am I just delusional? All right, let me cut off the excess and then I'm gonna move on to the favorites side. It was substantially harder to find ice skating stickers than I thought it would be. So my deco options are quite limited, but I think we can make something cute out of it. So I've got the book, I've got my Pinterest pictures, I've got a couple sparkly ice skate options, and then I've got these deco sheets. So yeah, let's hop in here. Kind of want to separate these two, and then we'll pop these in here. Okay, cool. Now for the deco. Let's see here. Of course, we've got to have the skates. See, these just look weird now. I feel like these are too big. I don't know. Does that look dumb? Whatever. All right. I'm committing to it, I guess. It might look silly, but I don't have any other options, so we're just gonna do that. And then the kiss and cries were a big thing in the favorites, so I'm gonna do the tissue boxes as well. All right, I think that's fine. It's not my favorite, but no pun intended, but there just weren't a lot of options. And sometimes there aren't a lot of options and you just have to accept that. And then I got the gold waves in the Shapes and Deco sheet from Hannah because like the book cover is very gold, so it doesn't necessarily match the spread, but it's what I've got, so we're just going with it. But yeah, I'm gonna pop some hearts in just for a little bit more deco and a little bit more razzle dazzle. And I may put some stars in too. Yeah, let's do some stars also. Those are my feature pages done, and I actually think they turned out pretty cute. So that's that. Now I'm going to flip you back to the front part and we will see what we can fill out here. So let's start with my stats. So for January, I'm just going ahead and putting a big old LOL there for books and pages read because, spoiler alert, I did not read a damn thing in January because I was deeply involved in heated rivalry things in January. Still am. But January was like bad. Like it was bad. It was good, but like it was there was some unhinged behavior going on. So for February, I read 2 books and read 548 pages. And for March, I read 4 books and I read 1,049 pages. I'm actually going to flip back here really quickly and go ahead and fill out my stats here. So books read for the quarter is going to be 6. For pages read, we've got 1,597. And then for my average rating, that was a 4.42, which I think is pretty good. Perfection really dragged down the average rating, but that's okay. Not every book can be a 4 or 5 star. But yeah, I think that is really freaking cute. Okay, let's flip you back to, let's see here. Okay, yeah, that's done. Nothing to check off there. So the book tracker. So for the book tracker, I am going to go by star rating for the colors. These get pretty wet, so they're pretty see-through when they're wet, but then they get a little more opaque as they dry, so don't mind that. And then for the 5th book, that was Perfection, so that's going to be a 2-star, and then we've got the 4-star for Psalm for the Wild Built. So this is going to be for, I just fucked that up. Already went in with the wrong color for my 2 stars, so just ignore that. And hopefully this covers that up well enough. Okay. And then we've got this pretty color for the 4 stars. And I kind of picked colors that I thought would look pretty with this background. See, I don't know if you can tell, it's like more opaque as it dries, so it will look less weird eventually. Also, this is so funny. Like, when you're a sticker person, like, there's just remnants of stickers anywhere and everywhere at any given time. It cracks me up. Okay, that's done. And then, do I need to fill anything out here? Okay, Hall of Fame, we're going to do that later just because I don't have the books for that yet. For genres, we've got magical realism, romance, sports romance, historical fiction, fantasy, horror, YA, which actually I'm going to just white that out and do sci-fi because I forgot a sci-fi category, and YA, I feel like it's fine. It can just be lumped into whatever the other genre is. Like if it's YA romance or YA thriller, whatever, like I don't really care that much. So I'm going to replace that with sci-fi. Then we've got thriller, nonfiction, and then other. So we've got sports romance for heated rivalry, of course. And then for sweat, I'm going to put that under other, I think, rather than nonfiction. So I've got this color for other. And then after that, I read the favorites, right? I don't know why, like, every time I turn the page, this information just leaves my brain. Okay, so we've got the favorites. Okay, so perfection, I guess I'm just going to put in other because I'm kind of dumb and forgot to do just a fiction category. So just, I'll figure that out later. And so for the last one, that is sci-fi. So we'll do this fun little pink for that. So yeah, that's that. And then rainbow. So blue for sure has to go to Time to Shine. Okay, and then can we do anything else? No. All right, we got to get the Mac Daddy out for this. So I used the Ohuhu Honolulu set in case anyone was wondering. So last thing on the agenda is the ABC challenge. So these I am going to be coloring in according to the book cover. So for the favorites, I've got this kind of like tan color because the book is very much a tan gold situation. And then heated rivalry, we're going to do this really fun bright blue. So then for P, we're going to do Psalm for the Wild build. Absolutely not doing perfection for P, as I'm sure you guys could tell based on everything I've said in this video so far. Just a very mossy green, which I feel like fits really well with the book cover as well as the theme of the book. Not the theme of the book, the setting of the book. And then we've got Sweat, which is a white cover. So I'm just going to do the lightest gray in the set. And then Time to Shine. And yeah, I'm going to do a brighter blue for that. So that's that. And then I'm going to fill the bookshelf in later off camera. I'm still deciding if I want to get custom scripts from Hannah at the end of the year or just write them in. So we'll get into that later. So yeah, I will give you a quick flip through again real quick here of how everything is looking so far this year after quarter one. And then I'll do a quick flip through of my quarter one pages with you again as well. I think it actually turned out really, really cute. I'm really pleased with all of this, and I'm super stoked to see what quarter two has in store. I'm halfway through a novel love story, and that's all I've read so far this quarter. So yeah. Oh, I love all the razzle dazzle. Okay, so yeah, that is everything for this video. I don't even know how long it is. I feel like I've been filming for hours, and this is going to be fun to edit, so hopefully you enjoy. But yeah, if you would like to check out my Instagram, all of that will be linked down below. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out, and I will see you in the next one. Later days.